Welcome to Royal Fashion Files, where royal fashion is examined not as gossip, but as cultural record. Today's countdown explores Meghan Markle's top 10 most controversial looks, outfits that puzzled palace insiders, unsettled royal traditionalists, and ignited intense public conversation. These moments mattered because royal fashion is not just personal style. It is diplomacy, symbolism, and hierarchy woven into fabric. Meghan entered the monarchy as a modern, self-defined woman, and her wardrobe often reflected that tension. This list isn't about mocking mistakes. It's about understanding why certain royal dresses caused friction, and how clothing became one of the clearest lenses through which Meghan's royal experience was interpreted. Let's begin. At number 10, ripped jeans at the Invictus Games, Toronto 2017. Early in her relationship with Prince Harry, Meghan attended the Invictus Games, Toronto 2017, wearing ripped blue jeans, a white button-down shirt, and flat shoes. It was a casual look photographed extensively as she walked hand-in-hand with Harry. The setting was informal, but the reaction was not. Headlines focused on the distressed denim, a stark contrast to the polished, conservative aesthetic traditionally associated with royal partners. This outfit became controversial because it marked Meghan's introduction to royal visibility through a celebrity-style lens, not a royal one. Supporters praised her relatability. Critics questioned whether casual fashion belonged anywhere near the monarchy. It was an early signal that Meghan's approach to iconic royal style would differ, quietly, but unmistakably. At number 9, olive green trench dress in Edinburgh, Scotland, 2018. During her first official visit to Edinburgh, Scotland in 2018, Meghan wore an olive green trench-style dress layered over a tartan skirt, paired with neutral heels. The look was clearly symbolic. The tartan referenced Scottish heritage, while the muted green blended into the historic cityscape. Yet critics felt the outfit lacked cohesion, caught between outerwear and formal dress. Royal fashion traditionally favors clarity. Ceremonial looks are unmistakably ceremonial. Meghan's outfit felt interpretive, modern, and fashion-forward, qualities that sometimes clash with royal expectations. This moment became controversial not because it failed aesthetically, but because it highlighted how fashion symbolism can be misread when tradition expects precision. At number 8, neutral Givenchy coat and brown hat with Queen Elizabeth II, Cheshire 2018. One of Meghan's most analyzed appearances occurred during her joint engagement with Queen Elizabeth II in Cheshire, June 2018. Meghan wore a beige Givenchy coat dress with a brown Philip Treacy-style hat. On its own, the outfit was elegant, but royal protocol discourages wearing similar tones to the monarch, a visual hierarchy meant to keep attention centered on the Queen. Photographs of Meghan and Queen Elizabeth II stepping off the royal train showed overlapping color palettes, triggering intense media discussion. This wasn't a scandal of fashion, but of royal optics. It revealed how unforgiving royal dress codes can be, especially when the rules are unwritten, inherited, and rarely explained aloud. At number 7, black off-the-shoulder dress at Trooping the Colour 2018. Trooping the Colour 2018, celebrating Queen Elizabeth II's official birthday, is one of the most visually coded events in royal tradition. Pastels, soft blues, and ceremonial brightness dominate the balcony. Meghan appeared wearing a black off-the-shoulder dress, sleek and minimal, standing beside other royals dressed in lighter tones. Black, historically associated with mourning in royal fashion, felt visually stark against the celebratory setting. While the dress itself was refined, the contrast drew immediate attention. This look became controversial because it disrupted the collective visual language of the monarchy. In royal settings, fashion harmony often matters more than individual expression. At number 6, purple Althusser dress at Centibale Polo Match 2018. At the Centibale Charity Polo Match in Berkshire, July 2018, Meghan wore a purple Althusser shirt dress with a belted waist and thigh-high slit, paired with heels. The setting was daytime charity sport, traditionally a relaxed but modest fashion space for royal spouses. Meghan's dress, however, leaned toward evening glamour, emphasizing silhouette and movement. Photographs of Meghan walking across the field drew widespread commentary. Some admired the confidence and tailoring. Others felt the look shifted focus away from the charitable cause. This outfit became controversial because it raised an old royal question. Should fashion ever lead the moment, or should it always step back? Before we move on to the top 5, if you enjoy thoughtful analysis of royal fashion, iconic royal style, and the deeper meaning behind royal dresses, make sure you subscribe to Royal Fashion Files. Here, we don't just look at what was worn, we explore why it mattered. Now, let's continue. At number 5, black coat dress at Prince Louis's christening 2018. For Prince Louis's christening at the Chapel Royal, St. James's Palace, Meghan wore a black Dior-style coat dress with minimal accessories. Christenings in royal tradition symbolize renewal, innocence, and continuity. Most attendees opt for creams, pastels, or soft florals. Meghan's black ensemble stood apart. It was refined and impeccably tailored, yet emotionally restrained. Critics described it as severe. Supporters called it modern and chic. The controversy stemmed from symbolic mismatch. Royal fashion often prioritizes collective sentiment over personal preference, and this look challenged that expectation. At number 4, red Carolina Herrera gown in Morocco 2019. During the official royal tour of Morocco in 2019, Meghan attended a state reception wearing a bright red Carolina Herrera gown with cape detailing. Red is a commanding color, associated with power, confidence, and visibility. In diplomatic royal fashion, however, restraint is often encouraged when visiting another monarchy. The gown was undeniably striking, photographed against ornate Moroccan architecture. Some saw it as a bold celebration of couture. Others felt it overshadowed the hosts. This look became controversial because it sat at the intersection of fashion authority and diplomatic subtlety, two forces that don't always align. At number 3, sheer skirt at the Royal Albert Hall 2018. At a formal evening event at Royal Albert Hall in London, Meghan wore a black top paired with a semi-sheer skirt. Under flash photography, the lining appeared more transparent than intended. Royal wardrobes are designed with intense media scrutiny in mind. This moment demonstrated how lighting, angles, and cameras can alter perception instantly. The controversy wasn't about intention, it was about optics under pressure. In royal life, fashion must perform flawlessly under conditions few others face. At number 2, emerald green cape dress at Commonwealth Day Service 2020. At the Commonwealth Day Service at Westminster Abbey, March 2020, Meghan made her final official appearance as a working royal, wearing a bright emerald green Emilia Wickstead-style cape dress and matching hat. The look was regal, commanding, and unforgettable. Green symbolized renewal or departure, depending on interpretation. Supporters viewed it as a confident farewell. Critics saw it as theatrical. Either way, it dominated headlines worldwide. This outfit became controversial because it carried emotional weight. It wasn't just fashion, it was closure woven into color. At number 1, black off-the-shoulder gown at the Lion King premiere London 2019. At the London premiere of The Lion King in 2019, Meghan wore a black off-the-shoulder Jason Wu-style evening gown, paired with minimal jewelry. Royal film premieres traditionally favor conservative silhouettes that emphasize diplomacy over celebrity. Meghan's gown belonged unmistakably to the Hollywood red carpet. This look crystallized years of debate in a single image. Meghan stood not just as a duchess, but as a former actress navigating royal expectation. The controversy wasn't about elegance, it was about identity. And in royal fashion history, few moments have captured that tension so clearly. Nuance and alternative perspectives. Many of these outfits are now reassessed with greater empathy. Fashion evolves. Institutions evolve more slowly. What once felt disruptive may later be seen as transitional, even necessary. Meghan's wardrobe resonated deeply with audiences who valued individuality, modern femininity, and emotional expression within rigid systems. Meghan Markle's most controversial royal outfits tell a deeper story, not of rebellion, but of contrast, between tradition and modernity, between expectation and selfhood. Her clothing became a canvas onto which the world projected its discomfort with change. Whether admired or criticized, these looks remain unforgettable chapters in royal fashion history. Because sometimes, the most powerful statement a woman can make is simply showing up as herself.